Okay, so we have Asuka here, ready to go.
I already see those hashtag blame Oscars in chat right now. Feel personally attacked by this one.
That's fair.
Oh,
Okay,
geez.
so we have Asuka. You tell me when to close it.
You know what?
Are we ready to go?
Let's hear it. Who wins?
Let's close it out and scroll down and see what the final decision is. The final decision is we are saving ninjas.
We are saving ninjas. All right. So, my apologies to the pirates and the zombies.
We had a last-minute donation from Faceless Ninja for $20, bringing bringing the total to $76. If I recall correctly. I scrolled back off of that, saying ninjas will survive. And with that, we have hit our weekend-long goal of $1,150. We need some stretch goals.
Yeah. Oh my god. Thank you to everyone that's donated. You guys are fantastic, and it's for such a good cause, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a lot to live up to for this run, for the obligatory fly shooty game of the marathon. But yeah, so welcome to Resogun, everybody. I'm Asuka424. I really don't have any other setup now that I know I'm going to be saving some of the ninjas. But yeah, we're doing Acis, Mefitis, any percent. I'll talk a little bit about that shortly. But yeah, I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Count us down.
All right. Let me get my little timer set. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So, welcome to Resogun. This is a 2013 game made by Housemarque. It is a horizontally side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, or a shmup, or as I believe Newt called it, a fly shooty game when it was revealed. It has some heavy influences. That was words are hard. It had some high influence from games like Defender, Datastorm, where it's a lot of flying and a lot of shooting. Pretty much, the general point is I just go around flying at things, killing them, and progressing the level to the boss. The Acis to Mefitis any percent, it pretty much talks about beating each level. And each level has a specific name, Acis being the first one, and Mefitis being the second or the fifth one. Once I beat the 5th planet Mefitis, game's over, and time stops there. Starts off pretty chill right now. I'm just kind of getting through some very basic enemies. Didn't have a really good split right there, but yeah, we'll get through this first phase really quickly, and then I will kind of talk about some weaponry we get to deal with. Alright. So, weapons we get to use. You can actually choose between one of 3 different guns. There is the Nemesis gun, which has awesome, like, homing properties. It's great for ads, terrible for bosses, so we don't use it. There is the Ferox gun, which has this line of death that nothing can get through. Great for bosses, terrible for ad clear. However, what I tend to use, and what most speedrunners use, is actually the Phobos gun. It starts off as this really nice sniper rifle, like I'm using, and then it turns into a shotgun. And actually, it's going to be starting to turn into a shotgun in the very near future. And it just turns in, or it gets stronger over time when you get weapon power-ups, like the one right there. So you'll see there's a little bit of a weapon spread now, that the more power-ups I get, the stronger it gets. It combines both being really good at long-distance enemies, and just killing things, well, really far away, but it allows me to get up close, personal, and just destroy everything. So you'll see a lot of the strategies I use, I'm getting pretty much, I'm putting my nose right into the enemy's face. It's kind of fun. Let's see here. Now there's a few other, like, attacks I can use, like for instance this boost. It's got some nice properties, particularly iframes, and I'll be using that against various bosses. There is something called an overdrive, which I'm slowly charging up, and you'll see a little bit later. Actually, you'll be seeing it right now. Case in point. It's this giant, like, Kamehameha laser face that just destroys everything, which is great. The last thing is the bomb, and that is, like, the most important part of the run. I can lose 20 to 30 seconds per missed bomb, and it's an entire map clearer. So you'll see that actually at the end of this phase. Now, you only start off with 2 bombs, but as you progress through the level, you can actually pick up 1 additional bomb per level. And you'll find out how to get those probably in the next level. Can't talk about everything right away. Right now, I'm just, like I said, I'm going around killing enemies. You don't have to kill everything to progress the level. You're just looking to kill specific enemies to spawn the next camps. And that's what I'm looking for at this time. Let's see here. Let's grab that. We're getting pretty to when you get to see the next overdrive, but we're also getting close to the boss. Now, the way each level works is that there are 3 phases per level. 2 basic ones, and then a 3rd one that culminates in a boss. The bosses, well, it takes longer for me to explain how to beat them than it is to actually beat them. So I'm going to start talking about it right now. First boss is called Rotatron. It is this giant pizza disc. How it works is it has 3 different panels that once I shoot the panels, I can get into the core. Get into the core, take out its protection, shoot the core, boss is dead. Now, the trick is, I mentioned earlier, I believe, when I have iframes on boost, I can actually squeeze my ship into an area it's technically not supposed to fit into. Oh, by the way, that right there, that is a bomb. As you see, it went from a lot of enemies to pretty much no enemies whatsoever. So yeah, anyway, this is Rotatron. Gotta do my little power-up dance beforehand. He's spawning in. Like I said, there's going to be 3 panels, and it's going to be a really quick rush to get those panels. So there's the first one, avoid the gunfire, shoot the second one, boost into an area I can't technically get through, hit the 3rd panel, go into the core, hit those shields, and boss is dead. So that's the first level. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty much every single boss is, aside from the 3rd boss, which is not my favorite boss in this game, pretty quick kills. Yep, welcome to the flyy shooty game. I saw that in chat. Alright, so for this level, let's talk about why I keep saying to save the humans. As you look behind, like in the area behind me, there's these little squares with humans in them, in this case ninjas. Thank you again for that awesome crazy bid war. How you save the humans is pretty simple. You shoot what's called keepers, and actually they just announced some keepers coming up, and they'll have green glows on them, like that group right there. Once you kill all the keepers, one of the humans, and it's a specific order, it's not random, they will pop out of the box. So you go, you pick up the human, and I'm kind of carrying them like crazy action film style right now through the level. And then I drop them off in one of those boxes, or those deposit boxes up top. As soon as I drop off the box, the human is saved, and I get whatever power-up they had. The power-ups don't change. There are specific humans give specific power-ups, which is nice, because it helps with pathing and routing and figuring out which humans to save and which ones looked at me funny and I'm not gonna save them. But you can get things like an overdrive upgrade, which makes it stronger. You can get points, which is great when you're doing a point run of this. Grab that weapon up. There we go. You can get a shield, you can get extra lives, and then you can get the bombs. Now, for the most part, the bombs are pretty easy groups of keepers to get, with the exception of the bomb on the 3rd planet. There are special keepers, sequential keepers, that they'll have like some will have a red glow and only one will have a green glow at first. What you have to do is you have to kill those keepers in a specific order. If you don't, the human dies. And out of all the bombs out there, there is one that has a sequential keeper. So I actually purposely do a slightly slower route just to make sure I don't lose that bomb. Because like I said, I lose a bomb, or I use a bomb incorrectly, I can lose 20 to 30 seconds on the run. And, well, I'm trying to go fast here, so yeah, we're trying to avoid that. Now that group of... there we go. That group gave me my bomb. Almost had a minor heart attack there. As people that have seen the stream know, I'll start screaming, I don't have boost! Yeah, I kind of need that boost, otherwise I die. I should say, actually, in terms of dying, oh, actually, let's talk about sequential keepers again. These guys. Those, now if I didn't kill those in that specific order, the human that I'm going to pick up right now, which gives me an extra life, case in point, would have died. So that would not have been a saved human, and that human would have been sad and dead. Alright, let's grab this really quickly. Alright, let me... actually, since we are talking, or I should say, since we are in the third phase, and of course, boss kills are a little quick in this game, let's talk about Storm Ruler. This is our second boss. Now, Storm Ruler looks really similar to Rotatron. It's like Rotatron 2 Electric Boogaloo. The difference is it's even easier to kill. All you have to do is shoot the 4 panels on the outside, and it's dead, which is great fun. Now, it does shoot a few more bullets at you, which honestly is no big deal. You actually can abuse your ships, or you use, I should say you should, bleh, words are hard today at 1 o'clock in the morning. There's actually, where you shoot the panels, it has a hitbox for shooting the panels, but there's no hitbox for actually getting really close to the enemy. So you'll see in a couple of these, I am pretty much inside the boss. So let's do Storm Ruler really quickly. There we go. Yes, I know those bosses had families. Unfortunately, that boss is no more. So that is the second boss done. The third planet, or third level, is my favorite, especially this first phase, so I'll let kind of that do the talking. Ironically, though, it has my least favorite boss. So I'm going to stay quiet, and you'll see why I like this particular part of the whole game.
Mind if I read a donation over it?
Go for it.
We have $20 from Leapmaster with the comment, "Let's go, Asuka. Smack some voxels. Cheers from your fellow degenerates. We're all rooting for you. Kick some butt for us. Hashtag save the animals."
Thank you. You guys are amazing. Also, a thing about this one, and the other reason I'm quiet, is the sequential keeper that gives the bomb is at the end of this phase. So it's kind of flex time, but it's really serious time. But that should be coming up very soon. There we go. All right, let's save this bomb. Alright, now I can breathe again. That is the scariest human in the game, because that one gives a bomb, and if I lose it, oh, it's a sad day for me. Let's get that killed really quickly. Alright. So yeah, this particular level of the game is like, you know what, I was easy, like I was going easy on you before, but we're kind of sick of this, so we're gonna start throwing some kind of annoying patterns and enemies at you. Particularly, it likes spawning enemies on the opposite side of the map. As you notice, it's horizontally scrolling, but you're in a giant cylinder, so you can always see what's going on everywhere around you. Let me get this extra life human really quickly. But at the same time, once you find the pattern, it's pretty easy to predict where things are going. Because the patterns don't change That being said, their positioning can, based on where you are in the map. Every once in a while, sometimes things won't spawn just because you're in a weird location, or essentially sitting right where they're supposed to spawn. But for the most part, it's pretty easy to tell what's going to happen next. Like that. Alright. You'll also notice there's a lot more things shooting at me this time. This is kind of prepping you for the next planet, which is just, it's fun. It's chaos, and it's crazy, and it's fun, and I love it. Oh, this is another one of my favorite patterns. It's just, it has such a nice flow to it that I like playing it. Oops. I was not expecting that guy to be right there, but alright, cool. Now, I should say, because I've been neglecting this, there are multiple difficulties on this game. This is actually rookie difficulty, the easiest. There are multiple difficulties. There's rookie, experienced, veteran, and master. I currently have the world record in any percent rookie, any percent experienced, any percent veteran, and then all humans rookie. Now, the difference between any percent and all humans is, well, quite simply, I've saved all the humans and all humans, and not all the humans have survived in any percent. So, we just kind of roll with it. I've just realized I have an extra bomb. Huh. I might have to use it somewhere. Actually, I know where I'm going to use it. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't use one of my bombs, which I'm cool with. Because now I'm going to talk about my least favorite boss, Atomic Cube. This boss is pure RNG. It's a giant cube that produces these gray shield cubes to protect it. Now, it'll shoot off waves of bullets. It will produce, again, those shield cubes, and it's a nightmare to dodge around. Thankfully, since I forgot to use my bomb, I'm going to make this boss die a lot quicker. But, yeah, rip Glod Split. But it's still, some blessed RNG doesn't hurt. So we'll see how this goes. Because, yeah, I have to avoid all these little things. Let's go. That works too. So the nice thing about this boss, and the fact that I didn't use my bomb like I normally do, when you get the boss down to a third of its health, you can just use the bomb and it just blows up the atomic cube, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore, and it's a great feeling. I'm so glad that boss is done.
Got a second?
Perfect, go for it.
Okay, so we have a $20 donation from Margaret Ann with the comment of, Asuka, yay! You're amazing, and it's so hyped to see you in this marathon. Good luck with the rest of the run. Donation to Runner's Choice. What would that be for you?
Ooh, I'd have to take a look, because one thing I was going to do is, I was actually going to put in about $10 per death, or if I ended up going deathless, I was going to do $50, so I still need to figure out what I want to do, but...
Totally fine. You just let me know once you figure out where you want it to go. We've got plenty of incentives and plenty of bid wars.
I might split it up between a few of them, for sure. Let's see here. I think, actually, well, nope, I'm not going to say it. I know jinxing and marathon luck and all that, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Also, let's talk Mega Spooters. These are my least favorite enemies in the game. They're big, they're massive, they're annoying, and they're a pain in the butt to kill. So I just boost through them, and the problem goes away. It's great. So, this planet is when the game is now really, really mad that you're still in a 1cc run. The gimmick behind this one is you will see enemies everywhere, where it covers the entire map, and it's hard to see because there's a lot of visual clutter, and it's awesome and crazy and fun. But let's... do I want that human? Nah. Let's save that ninja instead. Sneak through all these guys. Like I said before, I don't have to kill everything to progress the level, but some things are just... it makes it easier to move around in. So everything on the ceiling right now, I can just leave until I use a bomb later on, but if I need that space to dodge something, it's really helpful when it's gone. Let's clear all that out. Oops. Come back. Great. So, yeah, like I was saying before with the different difficulties, Rookie, it's pretty straightforward. Things, for the most part, they take a while to spawn, so you can prep for them. If you'll notice, as things are spawning in, they have this kind of white outline, so you know, like those over there on the left, you know something's coming, and that could potentially kill you. Once you hit experience difficulty, your reaction time, you get none. It's just, okay, things are spawning, have fun. There's also, in the second boss, Storm Ruler, there's a whole other phase that you don't even get to deal with in Rookie. It's not too difficult to deal with, but you just use a bomb and, yeah, boss is dead. Ooh. Those things almost scared me, but that's okay. So this next group of enemies, next group of keepers I'm working on, that is the bomb for this planet. And also you can tell which one's about to pop out of the square because that cube starts glowing. Kind of gives you a heads up of, hey, you want to be here when that human comes out. Alright. So, since we are on phase 3, we are going to talk about, well, to those that know various memes of speedruns, I'm not going to spoil the name of this boss. It kind of gives it away what it is. But, how this boss works is kind of like Atomic Cube. It has these shield voxels around it. Now, the difference is it starts off with those shield voxels already in place. So what you're supposed to do is chip through those shield voxels until you can start damaging the red core. I think that takes too long. So what I do is I will overdrive, and when you overdrive, you have iframes. Because really, there's not a heck of a lot of specific speed tech in this game. It's pretty much, don't get hit by anything. Problem solved. But yeah, so with the iframes, I will just stick my ship into the center of the boss and kill it outright. Let's see, was that enough? Yep. So, there's a reason I didn't mention what it looked like. So yeah, so that was a boss, by the way. That was Doomsphere, a giant orb that, yeah, like I said, you're supposed to start chipping away at that orb. I don't. It takes too long. But when you have iframes, the voxels don't hurt you. So I just use my overdrive, sit my ship right next to the orb, and just watch the health bar go away. Plus, with the at the end of overdrive, you get this little explosion. That explosion does a little bit more damage, and if I hadn't killed the orb out right there, I could have just boost killed them. Problem solved. So yes, even this game, you do not escape the giant orbs. Just, they look slightly different. Now, we are actually already on the final planet, Mefitis. Side note, pretty much every Housemarque game has a banger of a soundtrack, and Resogun is no exception to that rule. This particular song is my favorite by far, so if I start getting quiet because I'm listening to music, it's because I love this song. Go in there and grab that weapon. But yeah, for the most part, this has a little bit of everything. There's a couple new enemies, a lot more things trying to shoot you, kill you. There are floating rocks that also like killing you, but they're all easily avoided, especially once you start clearing up the area. Now, let me go. Yeah, if you have any donations or announcements, it's pretty chill for a little bit, so you have some time.
Ah, perfect. I did actually just get a donation in.
Awesome.
It's from Anonymous. It's a $20 donation. It says, Asuka, it's your boy Gerald. You're crushing this run. Keep it up.
Thank you. Man. I'm not gonna lie, I was... this is actually my very first marathon. I didn't even start speedrunning anything until probably about January, February of this year. Now, I've loved watching speedruns, but I could never really think of a game to play. And I was watching a a show called The First Step, which is done by, I think, J. Hobbs and Keyser on. And it just was like, oh, I can pretty much speed run any game. And I've literally played Resogun since it came out in 2013. I'm like, does this have a speed run time? It does! And then, yeah, I just got hooked from there. So thank you for everybody for making my first marathon and actually first speedrun game in general a pretty awesome experience. I mean, everybody I've talked to in the various speedrunning communities are just amazingly good people. And
well, we're happy to have you.
It's
welcome. You're stuck. You're stuck now.
I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that fact. Let's see here. So, I mean, we're getting actually close to finishing the second phase of this, so since we're here, I might as well do a quick talk about, actually, yep, this is the end of the second phase. I'll talk about Serpentinus, the final boss. Now, what's frustrating is it has so many cool phases, and you don't get to see any of them, because I just kill the boss faster than what it can deal with. If you've ever seen a Twizzlers pull and peel, that's kind of what I call it. It's a black licorice Twizzlers pull and peel. It'll start off by just trying to chase me and eat my face, which is not good and not very nice of it. Once it gives up, it takes about 25% of its health, or I take 25% of its health away. It will split, because it's a pull and peel, and just create these vertical columns that I just have to dodge and avoid. Well, the thing is, I can just keep shooting at the boss, and it just keeps taking damage, which is awesome. But yeah, after that, I should be able to one-phase it, so that should be the only phase you see. If not, it goes into a really cool phase where it starts pushing through the plane of the map, and I kind of dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge through all of its tentacles and pull and peel bits. And shoot at it until it's dead. But yeah, so that is it. And can't believe it's almost already done. This has been awesome. Alright. This is the... I almost did it bad. So this is, like I said, we're getting pretty close to the end. The final human is activated, which we are not going to need because it's, well, it's an extra life human. We're good. I'm hoping 7 lives should be enough, considering I don't think I've used one yet. ... I've now jinxed myself and I accept my fate. But like I said, it's all for a good cause, and hopefully I can bring this home with a deathless run. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those flamethrowers scare me immensely because I notoriously get a little too close to them and end up dying in the process. Let's get those guys.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
So, is this like most of these shmup games where if you get hit, you're dead?
Yes.
Or do you have a shield?
You get hit and you're dead. And there is a circle in the middle of my ship that actually I have to keep away from everything. That is the core that if it hits me, or if something hits me, I die. So it's the size of the ship. Like, you can use custom ships, doesn't matter. Oh, I actually should say, time is going to be right about now. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, there is a central core that you have to protect at all costs. So yeah, I got through that whole thing without anything touching that core. So, and 2645, for me that's an okay run. That's second place, I think, on the leaderboard. But yeah, that's Resogun in a nutshell. Mefitis, or Acis, Mefitis, any % on rookie difficulty. So yeah, thanks for the awesome time. It was really fun. Like I said, it was a great first marathon experience. So thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you for the donation incentive. Awesome job.
As you see in chat, you flew and shot.
Yes, there was much flying,
much flying,
much shooting. But yeah, feel free to check it out. It's PS3, PS4, PlayStation Vita, Housemarque games in general. They have some fantastic games out there. Next Machina is another one that I've been learning to play. RIP, who did the amazing Black the Fall run not too long ago. He's a big runner of Nex Machina as well. So thank you to everybody for tuning in and getting introduced to the fly shooty game of the marathon. So yeah, that's it.